Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review. The one you got in front of you here is the 2010 Greg Biffle Pocono race win. It is autographed. Got it off of eBay for, I think, 35 bucks. Really saw it and thought it was cool and watched it. Kind of put my max bid in and just let whatever happens, and I ended up getting the win. So, got the standard Roush Fenway box. We do get the Pocono win there. It says one of 470. Not a lot of them made, but there you can see the sticker there, the race version. I didn't get a winner card with it. There's another sticker there. So unfortunately, I am missing that, but the car's in good shape, looks awesome, so, I'm good. All right, on to the diecast we roll. So this is my only Greg Biffle car, and that's part of the reason, too. I had 0 Greg Biffle cars, and I always kind of thought, I should have one of all the drivers that I got to see race in person and stuff, or at least, throughout the early years. And he's been racing since 2002 or so. So, or maybe 3, I don't remember. But anyway, down the left side, got Sprint Cup Series, Coors Light Pole Award, number 16 there. All the Roush Fenway sponsors all over this thing, all the contingencies everywhere. Greg Biffle up there on the name rail, NASCAR race car on there. 3M. Got just that, and this is the other thing. It was always that yellow 16, and then it was a red, white, and blue. This is red and white, but always kind of had a similar side design. There's 3M. You can see the rubber marks around the left rear wheel. American Red Cross. They don't let you make any of them anymore. They do not put their name on stuff, or do not let Lionel put their name on stuff. American Red Cross there on the back. We got 3M, and the plate, and then there's Ford. 3M there on the deck lid, number 281 for the DIN. There's our fuel cell inside there. Pretty standard stuff, nothing super crazy in there. Roof flaps on the, that one's in there pretty good. There it goes. Both roof flaps do open and deploy. Onto the right side. Now this is the good side. So for a Pocono win, he actually did get into the wall. So there's 3M. You can see the wall scrape there, going from the back here, and it's kind of just moving forward. He did have the lettering, so that means he did scrape it earlier in the race. And this is why I loved the Gen 5. There are a ton of race wins that look just like this, where they have, damage that on the right side of the car like this. Kurt Busch's 2010 All-Star win, his 2009 Atlanta win, Jeff Gordon's 2011 Phoenix win, Matt Kenseth 2012 Kansas win. Ricky Stenhouse didn't win that race, but he scraped the right side pretty good. Shoot, there's got to be more. I know there is. But there are a lot of races where guys could get in the wall and bounce off it and keep running and win races with them. And, I think that's what we miss. I mean, you don't get very many Gen 6 race cars that are scraped all up. I mean, Kurt Busch's 2017 Daytona win's an anomaly, and so is Kyle Busch's, why am I forgetting? Chicagoland. I was at the race, but his Chicagoland's kind of the same way. Blaney's Roval's a little roughed up on the edges, but you just don't get the race damage that you used to get on these suckers, and it's too bad. I really liked these race cars from 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 for 5 years there. We had some good-looking race wins and some really, really nice racing too. I mean, this car did a good job of letting different teams win. You had Roush winning. You had, remember, our RPM, Richard Petty Motorsports, they won on road courses, but Marcus Ambrose was a top 5 contender multiple times throughout the season. When was the last time we saw Eric Almirola or Bubba Wallace or any of the Richard Petty cars anywhere near the front in the last couple years? It doesn't happen. So anyway, there's more wall damage there. On the front, we do have a little scrape on that right front there. This was before the winter sticker days, so my splitter seems to be off a little bit. Seems to be pushed back a little. You can kind of see it up here. It's not. It doesn't seem like it's wiggling a little, which means it's unhooked, but it just seems a little shallow. So I got to double check it and make sure it's positioned right. But I'm good at fixing them. So there's the autograph there on the windshield there, where there's a little bit of kind of dirt and rubber on there. Under the hood, there's our Ford engine. I don't have a ton of those, but that is the engine detail off the Gen 5 Fords. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that does look like it's off by just a tip. Yep, it is off, actually. I can see that peg hole is supposed to be off one more spot. But I'll get that repositioned and get that put back where it belongs. Yeah, good thing I can repair these things. But overall, really, really nice looking diecast. Again, good steel for me. It's my only Greg Biffle in my collection. Probably the only one I want, honestly. Not really any others that I have or that I don't have, you know, that I'm craving for Greg Biffle. You know, he did win at Michigan in a Gen 6 car in 2013, but, you know, I got one, and I think this is the one I like. I like the right side damage, so... let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the Gen 5, Gen 6 car. I think the Gen 6 looks better, but I think the racing and, you know, just kind of the way that the field was set with these Gen 5s was better. I mean, a lot of single-car teams stood a much better chance in these cars than they did in the Gen 6 era. You know, with, I mean, Casey Kane won with Red Bull Racing. He won with Richard Petty Motorsports, Evernham. Those are all small teams. You know, Roush was good. I remember Furniture Row got a win at Darlington. That was pit strategy, but still he could maintain it and get up there. And then, you know, there was just a lot of good racing that happened in these Gen 5s that I thought was really, really, really good. So, anyway, let me know what you all think of the Diecast review and of the Gen 5 car. I'm really curious to see everyone else's opinions on the Gen 5 race car. I was a big fan of it and was really sad when it went. So, that'll pretty much wrap up the review. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all in the next Diecast review.